to do task 3 in task 4, we need to apply the rules of 6895 to salary data. To do this, we need to understand what is the rules of 68, 95, and 99.7. It says one standard deviation around the average contains 68% of data. So we need to calculate the average first. Yeah, average of salary. Salary is in column I, so I select the data in column I. And then I need to calculate the standard deviation. So equals standard deviation sample. And then here again, I type I2 double point I301. This is standard deviation. Now, I can calculate average minus m plus standard deviation, which becomes the lower bound and the upper bound of the one standard deviation interval. So equals 52 minus 9.12. This is the lower bound, and for the upper bound, this one 52 plus 9.12. This is an upper bound. For the two standard deviation interval will be 52.42 plus 2 times the standard deviation. Oh, here I should use the minus 2 times standard deviation. And its upper bound is average plus 2 times 9.12. Now we want to know if these two intervals contains 68% and 95% of all data respectively. How do we do this? So we can try to calculate the percentile if this interval contains 68% of the data, then on each side, how many percent? So 1 minus 68 is 32. Each side contains only 16% of the data, so I calculate the 16th percentile of salary and compare it with the lower bound. So percentile, then I2 double point I301, and now I write 0.16 for 16th percentile. Oh, you see here, it's very close to what we calculated. And for the upper bound, I calculate equals percentile. Now, I need to calculate which percentile. So, because outside is 16%, I need to calculate the 84 percentile. Yeah, 84 percentile, 0.84, such that outside this point is 16%. So you can see these two numbers are very close to what we calculated as upper bound. And for the same reason, we calculate the 2.5 percentile and 97.5 percentile for the two standard deviation interval. So percentile I2 to I301, comma, and now I calculate 0.025, so 2.5 percentile, meaning outside this only 2.5%. Yeah, and I calculate the 97.5 percentile, implying outside this there are only 2.5%. So, comma 0.975. So then what you can see, the lower bound is still good, but the upper bound is not so good. Yeah. So upper bound not so good. So what you can comment on this result? So on this set of data, the rules of 68 works quite well. The rules of 95 work for the lower half, but for the upper half, a little bit different. Yeah. So from 67 to 70, I think the difference is a little bit bigger. Yeah. So that's it.